Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. David Schwartz, who is Ripple's CTO, co-creator of the XRP ledger, has been heroically battling a Bitcoin MAXI troll by the name of Adam Back, who calls XRP, he refers to it as Ripple frequently, which is wrong because Ripple's a company and XRP is a cryptocurrency, but he cites that it's bogus, scam, completely illegitimate, should be illegal. Everything under the sun you could possibly imagine. He's thrown it this way. He says that it should be Bitcoin or bust, and other projects they take away from the innovation surrounding the Bitcoin blockchain, which is laughable to me, especially when you consider this blog. And I'll try and touch on this. I just skimmed through this thing. Here's a blog that he wrote a few years ago about accelerating the adoption of Bitcoin. There hasn't been any adoption in terms of actual utility since he wrote this thing years ago. Where's the date? December 25th, 2017. So almost 3 years ago. So it's kind of laughable here. But I'll tell you, I mapped out this video along with the other content I'm putting out for today. I mapped it out earlier today. And before recording, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and check the Twitters to see if there are any updates from Adam or David Schwartz. And oh my gosh, I'm glad I did, because it's a veritable treasure trove of information. There's roughly 11 billion tweets from David Schwartz. You're going to love this video. There is so much to run through here, and it's just delicious, just delicious. But before going any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, I'd certainly appreciate it. If you do, it will tell YouTube to push this video out onto other people, which would help the channel, and I'd certainly be very thankful. You don't have to, but if you're willing to, just know that I genuinely appreciate it. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel. Don't cost nothing, son. You telling me you won't even take the Moon Lambeau channel for the price of free? That hurts my feelings, bro. So there are a couple articles here. The first one's from You Today. I'm not really going to run through the articles as much. Well, actually, one of them, I take that back. One of them I'm going to, and let me explain why. It's the one from times24.news. It's got a bunch of quotes. And the reason I'm going to go through it is because of this screen right here. And I'm going to do my best to keep this all straight. The way that Twitter splinters off in terms of threads, it makes it hard to keep track of this stuff. But do you see how there's 5 tweets here that say, this reply was hidden by the original tweet author? Learn more. It looks to me like those must have all been Adam Back, because David Schwartz, you can see right here, was actually responding to these. So it looks to me like Adam was debating David Schwartz and then decided to retract what he wrote. So I was like, oh man, I don't get to see that ever. Well, I think I found it. I don't know for sure because it's hidden. I can't promise you, but I checked Adam Back's Twitter feed for tweets and replies, and unless I missed it, which I guess is possible, I didn't see some of the stuff that was in this piece. So as a result, I'm going to run through this piece because it looks like this was written perhaps before Adam Back deleted some of his nonsense here. So let's go ahead and jump into this. This is going to be so much fun here. And you know where this started? Just to be clear here, there was, and I made a video about this the other day too, this idea of Jed McCaleb selling 1.74 million XRP. I made a whole video about why this is nonsense in terms of XRP price suppression. It comes out to 0.05% of the daily volume of XRP. There's just no freaking way that 0.05% selling pressure is going to in any sort of measurable or material way keep the price of XRP down. But you know what Bitcoin maxi trolls do with this? They take it and run. So somebody retweeted this news here, somebody named Grubbles, and he's coming in with a cape trying to save the day. And, oh, Grubbles, thank you so much for trying to save me. And here's what he wrote. Us maximalists tried to stop people from buying XRP. We honestly tried. S-word coin exchange operators and bag holders of the unending list of worthless altcoins tried to guilt trip us and convince you that we're stifling innovation. This is the end result. We told you so. Yes, the end result is, this is publicly known. We've known that Jed's been selling for years and years and years. This is not new news. Don't treat it like that, Mr. Maximalist. You're a Bitcoin maxi troll. You live under a bridge, and you stay warm by your dumpster fire while you're eating your room temperature cottage cheese while charging people Bitcoin across your bridge, which takes days because the blockchain's so slow, son. Don't make no damn sense up in here. And so I would say absolutely the approach that you're taking is stifling innovation. And so Adam Back responded to Grubel's tweet there, and he tagged David Schwartz. So he's like calling for battle, basically, which is brave until you block all your tweets, right? he hit him later. But so he wrote, David Schwartz, You were waxing poetic about innovation. Explain that. LOLs. Jed and Ripple dumping on retail insane amounts per day. The only puzzling things are A, why are retail so stupid to keep buying XRP, and B, why the SEC hasn't shut it down with prejudice already. Innovation. Okay, so the number 1.74 million, I get that sounds big to you, Adam Back, but you haven't done the simple arithmetic of determining what percent of volume that is. It's minuscule, it's nothing, and it's a known quantity. And the fact that this co-founder of Ripple, who has left, he's no longer with Ripple, he started Stellar. This is all known. So all of these variables are factored into what people are willing to buy and sell XRP for. It's known. This is not a thing. And then when you talk about why isn't the SEC shut it down, well, maybe you should take that as a sign, my friend, unless you think that the SEC was willing to shut down all the other scam coins, but not XRP. And so take a look here. So David Schwartz, here's another quote. Was this from David Schwartz? Yeah, people who own cryptocurrencies can sell them whenever they want. Calling dumping is just an attempt to put it in a negative light. If Bitcoin selling miners, I don't know why it's worded like that. He means if Bitcoin miners are selling, do you call that dumping? Bitcoin has to sell millions a day just to be safe. Now, to be clear here, the miners, both in terms of dollars and percentage, new Bitcoin versus the amount of XRP introduced into the XRP ecosystem by Ripple, it's not even close. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but this is verifiable. You can go look it up. In terms of dollars and percent, there's much more Bitcoin introduced into that environment. Why isn't that dumping, and why aren't you worried about that eroding price? Because it's a certain small percentage, even though it is more than XRP, but still, it's a smaller percentage here. And then I love this one. David Schwartz on the long list of things coming back at Adam Back. Here's what he wrote. It's about the innovations of XRP. From David Schwartz. I could give you a long list of XRP innovations. The first cryptocurrency that you can fork without a proof of work. First cryptocurrency that can be used to change signing keys without having to issue new receiving addresses. First multi-asset blockchain. Yeah, it's not Ethereum. XRP was the first multi-asset blockchain. The first blockchain that doesn't need a complete history to process a transaction. The first blockchain that cannot be rewound or reorganized. And I'm sure I forget dozens of things. And that's true. With Bitcoin, you can have a chain reorganization here. But Adam Back's position is, nope, Bitcoin is the one simply because it's the first. Let's keep innovating there. Any other type of innovation isn't real innovation. It's just slowing us down, which is completely absurd and ridiculous. Now let's go into this. And again, like I said, I'm going to do my best to keep these threads straight. It's just the way they splinter off. I apologize if I start to repeat some of it, and I'll try and catch myself if I do here. But somebody named Briel wrote in this thread, miners process transactions and provide security to the network. No, actually, that does lead to the same response. I'm sorry. I am doing my best to try and catch this stuff, but like, I'm telling you, before I hit record on this thing, I was like, you know what? I'm never going to remember the way everything splinters off. I just need to record the damn thing. I'm never going to get anything done here. And then David Schwartz also wrote, a key XRP ledger innovation is a security model that doesn't require users to outspend every hypothetical attacker, which is the case with Bitcoin. That is what's happening, right? And so let's jump into this thread because there's a bunch of David Schwartz tweets from here. It gets good. Check this out. So these are some of the newer ones. After I mapped out the video that I came across, I was like, oh, okay, so this continued. Adam Back wrote, I would decline to use a project funded by Premine. And so what they're talking about is all of the XRP was created at inception. The term Premine, it's that is functionally what they mean, I guess, but the word pre-mine, it indicates to people that there's some sort of mining process, and there wasn't. It's like it was all mined and then distributed. There was no mining process. That's proof of work. We don't need mining with XRP. It's just slow and cumbersome, not really helpful, because there's a better solution for achieving consensus. But anyway, then he writes, let's play a hypothetical game. A pre-mined ICO discovers a game-changing innovation despite having maybe been of a highly unethical funding approach. What do we do? Fork the code and reboot the network fair, e.g. as a Bitcoin sidechain? To which David Schwartz responded, the thing that first attracted me to Bitcoin was that I could build on innovative technologies and didn't have to build on the ones that enriched the existing entrenched interests. But I guess your view is that only enriching those who hold Bitcoin is acceptable. Ooh, damn, that's the mic drop right there. I don't know how Adam Back can't see this here. He's talking about Ripple getting enriched. Look, first of all, it wasn't Ripple that created XRP. They were gifted a bunch of XRP. That is a fact. And then they've been building out the network. And if they get enriched as a result of helping to build out a healthy XRP ecosystem, and people like me, for example, who do purchase XRP on a regular basis, if I choose to buy in and that enriches anybody else, super duper. And Ripple doesn't even sell to retailers, so it would be like through the grapevine anyway, but still. And then David Schwartz wrote, what happened to the idea that those who create value should be entitled to keep as much of it as they can convince the market to let them have? Is that not part of the Bitcoin movement anymore? There you go, which is basically what I was just saying right there. And then David Schwartz wrote, of course, I get why a Bitcoin holder who only cared about the value of Bitcoin would feel this way. But it's hostility to innovation to argue that innovators aren't entitled to as much of the value they create as the market will let them have. Thank you. Exactly. That's why this Adam Back guy, it's ideology, and it's completely nonsensical. It's ideologically driven, and tribal in nature. I don't care for it. David Schwartz then wrote, you mentioned that you only hold Bitcoin as if that was some proof of purity or honesty. But what it shows is that you are arguing that others should innovate only in the ways that enrich you, and that it is improper for them to do otherwise. Of course, I would love for people to build on the platforms that enrich me personally, but I've never argued that they should do so for any reason other than that those platforms are the best solutions to the problems they have. And I would urge them not to use them if they aren't. If the price, speed, features, security, or anything else that makes it a bad match, they should use other technologies. We will all fail if crypto products and projects can't deliver fantastic customer experiences. Bravo, Mr. Schwartz. I just startled my dog by clapping right there. My 5-year-old terrier mix my pet peeve. Her name's Peeve. She's just, I might have woken her up. I feel bad now. But anyway, yeah. So David Schwartz absolutely nailing it right here. And so let me see here. There may have been another one he wrote that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, Adam Back wrote this also. I think it's just a convenient barb for scam promoters to say vested interest or maximalist, as if that makes their manifold overt scammery escape notice. Bank robber caught with hand in the safe. You just have a vested interest. So there you go, Adam Back, stating that if we're calling him or anyone else a maximalist, the concept he's trying to get through is that's a way to dodge the real issue. So in this case, the real issue from his perspective would be that XRP is an overt scam, right? And that it's detracting from innovation. No, it's a descriptive term to define closed-minded individuals such as yourself that, despite citing you're interested in innovation, are not genuinely interested in innovation unless, as David Schwartz saliently put it, it enriches the platform that you're invested in. How convenient, Adam Back. I'm sorry, sir. I just disagree, and I think that this type of response to innovation that's on a platform that's different than the one that enriches you, that's toxic. This is toxic Bitcoin maximalism, and that's why I make fun of Bitcoin maxi trolls with the stupid voice that I do. Bitcoin maxi troll. I live under a bridge. That's what they all sound like, and they all smell really bad. That's like I'm sniffing up against these tweets. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that's totally cottage cheese. Like I'm sniffing it right now. Try sniffing your screen. It's on your screen too right now. You can hold it, like whether it's a phone, computer, maybe you have to walk up to your TV to get close, but it's like you can tell for sure it reeks of cottage cheese. This is a Bitcoin maxi troll, right? So that is what is happening here. Pure silliness, pure nonsense, and fun to talk about. Oh my, I would love to hear your opinions on everything here. I think David Schwartz he just nailed it. He is just, the way he articulates things, it's just like so to the point. And obviously he had the opportunity to sit down and think about it and write it, but even when he speaks, he's just freaking nailing it. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!